אתם מפרים את צו משרד הבריאות. עליכם להתפזר או שננקוט בצעדי אכיפה.
This area is Mea Shearim. It's one of the big ultra-orthodox neighbourhoods of Jerusalem. The ultra-orthodox community make up around 12% of Israel's population, but they're accounting for a far greater proportion of coronavirus cases. We spoke to some of the major hospitals in Israel who told us that of the virus patients they are treating, between 30 and 50% come from the ultra-religious communities.
Sometimes it's hard because they want to talk with their rabbis and we have to wait for an answer to know what's the next step. But the Orthodox community wants to know more and wants to help with the disease.
For people here, religious study, prayer gatherings are really a way of life. But so too often is a deep distrust of outside authority, of the state itself. It's really the word of rabbis that cuts through rather than politicians. These are some of the most densely crowded neighbourhoods in Israel. People often live in very, very big families. People, for religious reasons, won't necessarily have televisions or radio or access to the internet. And so for that reason, it's been much harder for the authorities, for the state to get its message across.
It's very hard for us because normally here in this city we're always together. We're trying to do the best, even if it's much more harder than other places.
There's long been tension between some secular and religiously conservative Israelis, and all that has been exacerbated over these last weeks. Much of the risk from the virus for residents here is added to by levels of poverty and being in big families where it is hard to distance. Israel's Prime Minister says there has been a very positive change and social distancing is now happening.
There's a lot of changes. People understand how dangerous the situation. The rabbis stopped from all the synagogues to be open, no weddings. Even bar mitzvahs, people didn't celebrate the bar mitzvah.
Israel's ultra-Orthodox families are suffering disproportionately with coronavirus. There's a new public health video in Yiddish, the language spoken by many, and now a major operation to help the sick involving the army and charities. The military is helping evacuate over 80s from one sealed-off city, while more areas may be shut down.